So, cut into the chase. The point of this video is spiritual relationships and how society doesn't prioritize spiritual things, mainly because society wants to use you, right? Society wants to keep you in some box, right? That say you live in this city, you live in this state, you live in this country, and in this country we do this, and in this state we do that. But if you wasn't never told that you lived in Georgia, you lived in Florida, or you exist in a place and you would never know it. Same thing as your name, same thing as a lot of things that we think about ourselves. Mm. So with that being said, what do you actually know? You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't know anything unless somebody tells you. There are certain biological and chemistry things that we would naturally do, but we don't focus on that because we too busy trying to be what society wants us to be. So I'm gonna just cut to the chase. If you in a relationship and in that relationship, y'all are not in the same spiritual alignment, you are wasting your fucking time. You are ruining your life, mainly to the women, because society is going to tell you what type of man to go for. They are not going to tell you to be spiritually aligned with your partner above all things. So you might get a rich man, you might get a poor man, a fat man, a skinny man. But if it don't matter what type of man he is, if he is not aligned with your spirit, he is going to fuck up your life. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the importance of spiritual development is essential. It's a requirement. It is necessary because y'all will be out here looking halfway decent with wigs on, with eyelashes, with nails, and fat asses, thinking this is going to bring you a long-term relationship, and never think, is me and this man in spiritual alignment? Do I know who I am as a spiritual being? All you know is that niggas like you. But I'm gonna tell you something about these niggas. They are demons. They are to disrupt and distract you on your spiritual development. And Lord forbid you like them. Now your ass like a demon. When it comes to spiritual alignment, we talking about peace, we talking about meditation, we talking about ritual. So say for instance, we are in 1789 and we in tribal America and we doing a ritual. Your husband, who's a part of the village, ain't gonna be like, man, fuck that shit. I don't need that shit. He gonna be right there with you, doing the dancing, doing the drumming, whatever his role in the ritual is. He gonna be a part of it. These new age niggas, they don't think that they need spirituality. All they think they need money. And then the people, the women who like the men with the money, they going for it. It's like a goddamn bait. It's literally bait. And the bitch will eat the bait and then be like, damn, I'm dead. That's how a fish think he about to eat some food and then become food. You can't like no man more than you like yourself. You can't like a man at all. It's one thing. Is me and this man spiritually aligned? Is me and this man in the same correct frequency or vibration? Because if not, he is going to ruin my fucking life. Do I want my fucking life ruined? No. So I can't be out here liking niggas, acting like my pussy is power. How is your pussy power and you ain't getting nothing from it? What you getting from it? If it's powerful, explain to me what you getting that you couldn't get working an 8 hour shift at McDonald's. These niggas ain't cashing out like that. And if they do cash out, the nature of money is it'll come a limit where they can't cash out on you. Because if I invest in something, it better have a specific return to that investment or else I'll be losing. So if you think you that much of a bad bitch that a man is willing to invest in you and you don't have no way of returning him other than the pussy, then that might work for a small amount of time. But eventually my money is going to run out. That's just the law. There's no way around that. Money don't just magically appear. You invest it and you get a proper return. So the coldest shit to do, if you got a nigga who is cashing out and he investing in you, give him the money back with interest. Thank you, daddy. I flipped your money a couple of times with my hair weave business. Here go your money back. That's a real bitch. A bitch who say, oh shit, thank you for the money. Let me go buy some shit. Let me go waste this money because this money don't matter. You a wasteful asshole. And you don't know nothing about shit. So when it comes to spirituality, it's about masculine and feminine. It's about give and receive. Motherfuckers want to receive everything in the world. You ask them bitches to give you something. I cut off hoes all the time because they give nothing. And the energy within the energy of the universe is you got to give something. If I was a teller at McDonald's, you hoes couldn't get a Big Mac without $2.99. What the fuck think I'm gonna give you all of this wisdom and knowledge and hard work that I put in this shit because you look halfway decent? I'm gonna cut that bitch off. When you know your value, you don't gotta kiss ass and you don't gotta give away nothing for free. Don't nobody owe you shit. I'll do this one better. It's a girl that look exactly like you, probably 10 times better than you, and she's willing to give. Why would I waste my time with you? Or let's go further. It's a girl that look 10 times worse than you. I'ma fuck with the girl that look 10 times worse than you if she willing to balance me out. So when y'all feel like y'all met a nigga that is the jackpot, is the lottery, and you feel like you can kick your feet up, you always end up crying at the end of the day. Cause you would have to buy a Big Mac. What make you think you gonna get a divine masculine for free? Can y'all explain this shit to me? Explain this shit in the chat. I got 10 minutes. You gonna get the man of your dreams because you wore some leggings today and you threw on a wig. Explain it. You didn't put no effort into shit, and now all of a sudden you waiting for a nigga. What you waiting for? You would at least have to go to the bus stop to catch the bus. The bus don't show up to your fucking house. You know this. You had to get your ass up out of your house, walk to the main street, and catch the bus. But somehow, when it comes to a nigga, a valuable nigga, you are going to sit in the house and wait on them. How? You got to pay $2 to get on the bus to take you all over the city. But a nigga is supposed to give you shit. How? How? If your relationship ain't spiritual, masculine, feminine, give, receive, understand it, communication, are you receiving? Do you recognize what I'm giving? Are we in alignment? Do our ancestors approve of this move? Let's talk about some real shit. If we struggle, I'm willing to struggle with you. I'm willing to struggle with you. I don't expect this relationship to be perfect. All that I expect is that we on the same accord spiritually. Because if we are on the same accord spiritually, everything else works out. However, if we're not on the same accord spiritually, and you checking on my boxes, you look the part, you act the part, you talk the part, you alpha, a bitch get an alpha male and then find out, you know what I'm saying? He the same as the same niggas before. All of these buzzwords that you have for these niggas will not save you. I got an alpha male that got money. It don't matter. That's not going to save you. What's going to save you then? I'm willing to put in the energy. I'm willing to put forward the energy that I expect to receive unconditionally daily. More so, I'm not even looking for receiving the energy. I'm excited about giving the energy. I wake up excited or loving the man that's in my life. I think of different ways to love this man. I'm in I'm fucking enthusiastic about being in this relationship, meaning that God lives within me, God lives within my man, and everything else takes care of itself. That's really divine and perfect. If you say, well, I don't give a fuck about that shit, you just gotta have some money. And then what and then you gotta navigate the waves of emotion. You gotta navigate the waves of earth. You gotta navigate the waves of mental. You got to navigate the waves of passion. You will never find a perfect nigga. Never. Never, ever, ever. But a lot of y'all is waiting for Mr. Perfect, Mr. Right. When in fact, you should be what you are wanting out of a man or a woman, however you get your rocks off. Understanding unconditional love, understanding people, what people go through, having some goddamn form and formation in reference to the spiritual nature of the relationship. Y'all don't want to meditate together, talk, work together, understand this shit together. Y'all want to struggle and judge each other based upon how much of a slave are you to society. When you say, I want a man with a lot of money, you also saying, I want a man that's a slave to society. Because he has to have resources. So we in Monopoly. I want a man with Monopoly money. I want a man that got apartments and houses in Monopoly World. Cause I don't play reality. I play Monopoly. My real life is a fucking game. And fellas, you deal with these type of women, they're gonna fucking use you. And after they're done fucking using you, they're gonna use the next nigga. That's the reality. Cause if they ever said I'm willing to give, you would have never have to search for that shit. You don't gotta ask nobody to give something to you. It should be in their nature. They should give it unconditionally. You shouldn't wake them up to, oh shit, I might need something, ho. No, for real. You be in a relationship in a woman and say, well shit, you Mr. Perfect, you don't need shit. No, for real. They feel like you do not need shit. You don't require nothing. You are in their life to be the savior of their life. That's it. And Lord forbid if something happened to you, now you're not no fucking alpha male. See how that shit work? You want a fucking alpha male until no, I love him. What if he get in a wheelchair? He an alpha male in a wheelchair now. Oh shit, man. I didn't have this as a perfect vision in my life. I don't give a fuck about your vision for a relationship. I'm a real ass nigga. I done been to prison. Some shit might pop off in the next 10 minutes. I don't fucking know. I don't need no bitch looking at me of no fucking fantasy. I ain't your fucking manifestation. I am your work. You we gotta balance these scales together. I balance my masculine side, you balance your feminine side. You understand the intricacies of femininity. I understand the intricacies of masculinity. We put our resources together and we win. It's gonna be difficult. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. It's going to be hard. But if we stick together, listen to this hot shit. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to get off this live. Compromise, right? You say I'm a compromise. It's like, damn, I gotta compromise something, right? I gotta give up something. I gotta lose something, right? But the etymology of compromise is promise, with a promise. A promise is in the future, I will be with you. Well, what if my ass stink a little bit? It don't matter. What if I forget to brush my teeth? It don't matter. What if I cheat on you? It don't matter. We've already made a promise, a compromise. And if you ain't willing to make those compromise, you got to really do the inner work. Because what you're waiting for of perfection is not a relationship. They say the tenets of a relationship is compromise. But compromise is, what is our promise together? What is our mutual promise? And if you do not have that, you do not have a relationship. Cause keep it a buck. One's in the chat before I get off this live. A motherfucker will leave you if your ass stink a little bit. A motherfucker will leave you if your breath stink a little bit. A motherfucker will leave you if you lose your job. A motherfucker will leave you if you gain a little weight. That's not a relationship. There is no compromise. There is no promise. Will they leave you or not? Will they judge you or not? So this is why you need spiritual relationships. And fuck all of these spiritual motherfuckers telling you that all you got to do is get a reading or listen to them talk. No, you need to find you a nigga. You need to find you a man. Don't fool yourself. All the shit they talking is to distract you. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You need to do this spiritual shit till you can find somebody. Because if you don't find nobody, you're going to be missing a major part of your creation. You was created from love. You wasn't created from your mama working a fucking 40-hour work week. You wasn't created from a direct deposit of some dick, not no money. Okay? So get your priorities straight. Spirit, love, unconditional love, be the person that you want, and stop fucking fooling yourself about, yeah, if I got money, I don't need love. You retarded.